Hey guys, I don't know how to tell you this, but your business has problems. It's okay, it's fine. Everybody's business has problems. My business has problems. Whoever it is you can think of right now that is successful, his own business has problems, or our own business has problems. At the same time that your business has problems, your business has a lot of things that are working well for it. Okay? Calm down. Don't be sad. Because if your business didn't have anything that was working well for it, it wouldn't be in existence today. You would have shut it down, obviously. So the fact that the business is still running shows that there are certain things that are working in the business. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of MI with Damini. Get a pen, grab a notepad, and happy learning. I'm sure you've heard about the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities and threats in your business, right? You obviously heard that. But how do you use it to your advantage? How do you use it to take the next step, especially as a growing business? The big boys, the big brands, the big businesses, they do this all the time because, again, they have the finances to do it. But you as a small business, how do you then make these changes? How do you make these decisions? It's not as hard as you think. And I'm hoping that from this video, you'll be able to understand that it's actually not as hard as you think. So let's start. The first thing you want to look at is, what are the strengths in your business? If somebody walks up to you now and they say that, oh, this business, what works well? What will you say? Right? And you have to be brutally honest. You can't say something that you think works well, but deep down in your heart, you know it doesn't work well, right? So you have to be brutally honest with yourself. What works well? At the same time, you have to also be brutally honest and talk about what doesn't work well. It's 50-50. It's like you give, no, actually not 50-50, it's more like 100-100. You give 100% honesty on what works well and 100% honesty on what doesn't work well in your business. That way you are doing a self-analysis, right? You are identifying the strengths and the weaknesses in your own business, okay? Once you finish identifying that, mind you, you need to write this down. Either you're writing it down or you're typing it. You can't have the things that work well and things that don't work well in your head. I think that's one thing that a lot of us do, where we have everything in our head. If you want to expand or grow your business, are you going to grow your head? You're not going to grow your head. So you're going to tell an investor, oh, it's in my head, and then it will transfer. No. So learn how to put things in Word documents, at least. That way you can share these documents. There's also like some research that shows that when you write stuff down, you're even able to remember them better. Pro tip. So yeah, where was that? So you want to write down all these your strengths and weaknesses in your own business. Write it down, okay? Then you want to look at, let's call it the market, right? Or the environment. Just go with me. It's a bit funny saying the environment, but yeah. Now, when you look at the environment, you have what we call the macro and external environment, and you also have what we call the micro environment. Let me explain these two and how they differ. Now, the macro and external environment are things that are outside of your control. They are happening, but you have no control over them. Remember this, the macro and external environments are things outside of your control. No matter what you do in your business, it would never affect the macro or external environment. However, what happens in the macro and external environment will affect your business, or no, can affect your business, one way or the other. For example, certain places, they have disputes, they are current wars. Now, those wars have affected every single thing in our own environment, even though we are continents apart, right? And this is based on, one, the the exchange rate or the dollar rate, right? Because cost of energy and fuel have gone up. Two, production. There are certain things that you get from these places that you can't get easily anymore because there's war. And I really hope that the war will come to an end before you're going to even get to watch this video. That is right now. But yeah, let's move on. Another thing is, what your government says. Your government can just wake up one morning and say that fuel from $1 has become $50, or to be more specific, from 160 naira or 195 naira, depending, to 488 or even 537 naira. The government can just wake up and do that. And you can choose to either shut down your business or continue the business. But this is an external environment. Whatever happens in your business can't affect the price of fuel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? So you need to understand that these are the things that work in the external environment that affect your business. Now, in the previous podcast episode, I spoke about something called pestle. I think this was about a year ago. So I'll suggest that you go and listen to that. It would help. Again, I don't want to go back into the nitty-gritty, so this video will not be too long. But listen to that podcast. I speak about pestle. I speak about the external environment. I speak about also the micro. Now let's move on to the micro. And the micro environment is a bit more influential. You play a more influential role in the micro environment. You can choose what works and what doesn't work, and it can affect it can affect your business, right? Now you have some sort of control to this, and I'll give you an example. So the cost of supply or your current supplier has increased. You can change supplier, and when you change supplier, you can get either a cheaper version, a cheaper rate for the same products if you are lucky. That way you saved money. So you see how it kind of like influences your business. That was an example of a supplier. Another example would be logistics. You can then decide that, okay, you know what, to handle my logistics, to sort out logistics, I'm going to be handling it internally. So you create a logistics department to sort out your logistics. Or if you're handling it internally, you remove it and you take it externally. Those kind of things. Again, listen to that podcast. I speak about both the external environments and the internal environment in more detail. I don't want to make this video too long. So now we've looked at our self-analysis, we have looked at the external environment, and we've looked at the micro environment. We've done those three things, right? Good. Now what you have is you have strengths, what works well in your business, right? Certain things in the micro environment are also classified as strengths in your business. That's what you have. So you have strengths, right? I want you to do it on that piece of paper on your document. You're going to do a table that has 4 boxes. So on the first box, you have your strengths. On the second box, you have your weaknesses. When you are doing your self-analysis for your business, there are certain things that you identify that didn't work well. Your customer service, is it good? That's a strength. Is it crap? That's a weakness. Your product quality, can it be better? Weakness. Is it the best? Strength. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's how you want to identify those two things. Certain things in your micro environment also affect your weakness. For example, your logistics, the logistics that you use. Does it take time? Does it not take time? Strength, weakness. Your supplier, are they taking forever? Have they increased their prices? Do they still want to work with you? Have they started making the same product you sell? All these things, strength and weakness. Now, when you look at the external environment, that is when you identify your opportunities and threats. Opportunities can be, the government just launched, or no, would it be launched? I need to work with the government more. But let's say the government just introduced a new policy, right? And that new policy says that all SMEs can now don't need to pay tax for the next 5 years. Yay! That's an opportunity. It's not a strength because you are not the one that set it up. You didn't wake up and go and tell your president or a farm, I need to... Sorry guys. You know what to do now, in case you have not subscribed. And that reminds me, all of you that are currently subscribed, thank you so much. Bring more people. Let them gain these nuggets. But yeah, so you didn't just wake up one day and say that, you know what, this policy, the president must put it to play, or the government must put it to play. No. That's why it's an opportunity. At the same time, they might release policies that are damaging to your business, which would then be a threat, right? Good. Now, when you've done all this, you filled these 4 boxes. So you filled your strength box, you filled your weakness box, you fill your opportunity box, and you fill your threats box. You then take a step back and you look at things that you can change, you can stop doing, you can continue doing, or you can start doing, right? So there are things that you can change, there are things that you can stop doing, there are things that you can start doing, and there are things that you can continue doing. Those are the things you want to identify. So for example, let's say your weakness is you have poor customer service. One of the things you need to work on is how to make that poor customer service weakness into a strength. That's a threat and a weakness in your business that you must change. Every successful business has good customer service. Show me one successful business that doesn't have good customer service. They don't exist. Customer service is one of the most important things in business. All right, take that with you today. Just keep it to your chest. But like I'm saying, that's exactly what you need to focus on in your business, right? When you've done your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and threats, and you take a step back and you look at them, it will be so easy. It will be so easy for you to identify things you need to change. It will be so easy to identify things that are working well that you can even expand on and make more money, right? It will even show you, it can even show you opportunities for new business, right? It can even show you opportunities for new business. Now, when it comes to new business, that's a tricky pot of fish. Let me use that word. That's a tricky pot of fish that if you are not well established in the business you're currently running, don't look. Have what they call tunnel vision. Focus on that business and stay there. All right. So that's all for today, guys. I would probably drop some templates in the caption that you can download. So like a SWOT analysis template and all those things that you can work with. And yeah, that's it. So don't worry. I know I started this video and I said that you have a problem in your business, but it's fine. We all have problems in our business. Okay, relax. Don't be too worried. Okay, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
So it's a wrap. That's about it for today. So you'll be hearing from me in another episode, I guess. But don't forget to share this with your friends, your family, people that have businesses, and that will find this type of content useful. So yeah, you'll be hearing from me soon.